Miami Dolphins, Houston Texans, Thursday Night Football, prime time. What is up, know-it-alls? We are back with another Miami Dolphins preview. This week, we got the Miami Dolphins going up against those Houston Texans in Houston on Thursday Night Football. Prime time.
I don't know if it's prime time. I mean, yeah, you're the only game on, but like,
prime time.
I just have always hated Thursday Night Football, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Short week for you guys. Short week.
Very short week.
You guys got injuries out the wazoo. I mean, tell me about it. I was looking it up, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is like all your starters are in trouble.
Yeah, so let's go through this. So Kenny Stills, our top wide receiver, maybe. I mean, he's definitely one of our best. He's out with a groin injury. He's ruled out for this game. TJ McDonald was limited in practice with an ankle injury. That's our starting strong safety. Obviously, Ryan Tannehill is out. Brock Osweiler would be the quarterback. But I don't think we're missing that much there because we talk about that. Brock Osweiler.
Albert Wilson.
Yeah.
So like, I think this season.
Yeah, Albert Wilson potentially might be out for the season. He's not out for the season, but he's going to be on IR. But it's potential that he could be out for the year. We also have Charles Harris out, another defensive end that is out. So again, an already thin defensive line, we got another guy that's out.
Golly, man, what's going down? What's in the water over there,
dude,
my dude?
This is a real, like, every year we get pretty bad injuries, but everyone gets bad injuries. But most of the times Miami gets a little worse every year. This year might be the worst of all, like in recent memories, because I'm going down this list right now because, like, who's going to play wide receiver for us?
Hey, Dave, put me in. I got it, baby.
We got Wilson and Stills out, so that leaves Amendola and Grant. Amendola is questionable with a shoulder injury. He was limited practice on Tuesday. So that doesn't make me feel good. If he's injured on a short week, how effective is he going to be? Mike Gesicki is questionable with a shoulder injury, limited practice on Tuesday as well. And AJ Derby, our other tight end, is questionable. So you're talking about our two top tight ends and our two wide receivers that are definitely out. Who's going to catch the ball for the Miami Dolphins? I'll tell you who. O'Leary! O'Leary! I've been saying it from the beginning. I love that guy.
Yeah, that's Florida State right there. He's a Seminole, former Seminole.
Dude.
I love O'Leary.
But our two starting tight ends, questionable. Danny Mandola, questionable. It's just like, we are really banged up, man.
I mean, this is only like week 8. You guys have we got a whole lot more to play this season, and y'all are hanging on by a thread right now, man.
It is tough sledding out there for us. All right, well, let's get into the game. Let's talk a little X's and O's with the Miami Dolphins and the Houston Texans. So, Pro Football Focus ranks the Houston Texans with the worst offensive line in the league.
That's surprising because there are a lot of bad lines out there, the Giants included.
They are ranked the worst offensive line in the league, but you're going against the thinnest defensive line in the league. If this game was played in week 1, I would have felt a lot better because our pass rush in week 1 looked like the best in the league for that first week. Yep. But then after now Charles Harris is out, Cam Wake's kind of banged up still. We have William Hayes is out, Jordan Phillips has got, like, all these guys that are no longer with the team anymore. So we got
This is like when a stoppable force meets a movable object.
Just like inverted, though. Like, exactly. The worst offensive line against the most hurt and traded defensive line and cut defensive line. It's crazy. So, yeah, I would have felt a lot better in the first game of the week if this was played, but it is what it is. We got a short turnaround, a short week, but just like we have a short week, so does Houston. So no excuses. I mean, everyone's playing with a short week, so it is what it is. I'm super nervous with containing Deshaun Watson. That honestly scares me a lot because we're already thin at defensive line. Our guys are going to get super tired in this game, and Deshaun Watson can run, and he's athletic. He's not. I mean, it's not like that's all he does. He's got a great arm, but he can run the ball, and he can extend plays, and he's going to tire out our defensive line if we do not have a deep rotation right now. So that's not a good matchup for us at all.
I mean, we were talking about it like one of these videos. Like, what the Dolphins need to do is they need to grind out these drives, because the longer their offense is on the field, that's the shorter amount of time your defense is on the field, so they won't get as tired. And you know what, the Texans, I mean, they won 4 straight games. They have turned their season around. I mean, they start off the season really, really poorly. They're in full stride right now. Like you said, Deshaun Watson's playing phenomenal. It is going to be up to the offense to bail the defense out, I feel like, because with this many injuries, I mean, you got injuries on both sides of the ball. I mean, but the defense is really banged up.
Yeah. And Houston Texans, shout out to you, because I actually picked you guys as my Super Bowl pick for the AFC. Remember that?
Really? Oh my God, that was so long ago.
Beginning of the season, I said that AFC, that Houston was going to go, and look what you guys have done, won 4 in a row. So you're going potentially against the hottest team in football, against maybe the coldest team in football, or the most downtrending team in football. So it's not a good matchup for us right now. But that being said, we are the Dolphins. You know what I mean? We lose games we're supposed to win, and we win games we're supposed to lose. Yep. So, I mean, Brock Osweiler, I expect another good game from him. He's been playing great ever since he took over. I know Frank Gore's a little banged up, but I'd like to see Kenyon Drake get a little more touches. So I think the most important thing, and I say this almost every week, we need to run the ball. We got to establish a running game. We can't just rely on these large chunk plays. We have to keep Deshaun Watson off the field. We got to give our defense some breaks, some some squirts of water on the sidelines. Like
they're gonna be sucking down the oxygen mask. Like,
yeah, it's tough sledding out there when you got to play that many snaps for our defense.
Drake really needs to step it up. I mean, last game, I think besides that big run he had, I mean, for the most part of the game, he wasn't too impressive.
Arguably the whole season, honestly, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, if he doesn't have those big plays, I mean, those big plays really inflate his stats. But for the most part, I mean, he needs to really step it up, because, I mean, you can't keep depending on Frank Gore. Frank Gore, for as good as Frank Gore is at his age, I mean, he is still, not a guy who, if a team is leaning on him, it's usually not a recipe for success.
Yeah. And just as badly, how we need to run the ball, we need to stop Houston.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We can't allow Lamar Miller, former Miami Dolphins. There's a lot of ties between these two teams. You got Brock Osweiler going back to Houston. You got Lamar Miller going against the Dolphins, former Miami Dolphin. So a lot of kind of bad blood between these two teams, if you will.
Oh man, we about to see some fights, some smack talking. I like it.
Yeah, maybe someone will spit in someone's face.
Pull a Rondo?
Pull a Rondo. But yeah, we got to contain Lamar Miller. I mean, he's not really necessarily scaring anyone. He's not known to be one of the better running backs in the league, but he's more than capable of having a 100-yard game. I mean, he's a solid running back.
And on the other side, I mean, you got DeAndre Hopkins, who is a top 5 wide receiver in the game.
We do a pretty good job with wide receivers, because we have pretty good corners. We got Xavier Howard, and we got Minkah Fitzpatrick and McCain and Jones, and I have faith in those guys. And normally the receivers don't really do us in. It's more of like the running game for this whole season. So, but of course, I mean, great point. We definitely need to contain him. We can't have him go off. And Fuller too. Fuller's a very capable wide receiver. Again, I know everyone forgets about him. I think he's great, but the biggest thing, which more important to me, is the Miami Dolphins have to contain the tight ends. I mean, it doesn't even matter who we play.
For the longest time, they always gas you guys.
It's true, because we played the Lions and Robinson. Who the heck is Robinson? I don't even know his first name. Caught 2 touchdowns on us. Hand to God, I don't even know who the starting tight end for the Houston Texans is right now. But watch, he's going to have a touchdown in this game. You can put money on it. He'll get a touchdown. But it's a very major point. We need to stop tight end play. We can't cover them. Our linebackers are terrible. Like McMillan, Jerome, and Kiko, they're not the best cover linebackers.
Don't talk smack about my boy Kiko.
I'm not talking smack. It's just that's not their strength. And for as good as TJ McDonald is at strong safety, he gets exposed on some plays. As far as pass coverage, he's great against the run. He's great at tackling. He does make a lot of great plays, fumble recoveries, forced fumbles, interceptions. But I mean, he does. He's a liability somewhat sometimes in the pass, like in zone stuff like that.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah. But yeah. So, who do you think is going to win this game? Who would you take?
I mean, listen, man. You know I love you and all that, and I root for the Dolphins every time they play. But I think you guys are just going up against a really hot team right now. I know you're both on a short week, but I think you guys are a little bit more banged up than they are. They're playing at home. I think the Texans are going to come away with this one.
Yeah. Dude, another thing I forgot to mention, I think we really, really need to hone in on J.J. Watt, David Clowney, and Marcellus, what's his name? I always forget Whitley Marcellus.
I always say like Marcellus Wiley, but it's not.
Yeah, that's what I want to say, Marcellus Wiley.
Or no, he's like the commentator or whatever.
Guys in the comments, tell me his name. It's Whitley Marcellus or Marcellus Whitley, something like that. But he's a beast, and they got 3 really good pass rushers, and our offensive line has been spotty at best. So and Brock Osweiler is not known to be the most.
He's not the most nimble guy.
Yeah. So we definitely have to protect for him. So that being said, our entire offense is banged up, and half of our defense is banged up or cut or traded at this point. So,
are you sure you guys got like a full 53?
I don't know. I honestly have no idea. But hey, Miami Dolphins, I'm available. David Diatillo, I'm 6'2", 225.
Listen, man, I can't run a 4.3, but I was pretty nimble back in my day.
But so our entire team is hurt. We're on a short week. We're on the road in prime time. The Miami Dolphins do not perform well in prime time. It's a fact. I don't know the exact numbers, but they're not very good at prime time. And we're on the road and we're hurt and everything's going against us. And with all of that, we are going to win this football game. Do you know why we're going to win this game?
Why?
Because we are the Miami Dolphins. We win games we're not supposed to win, and we lose games we're supposed to win. Like against the Bears. We had no shot in that game. We were going against the best defense in the league. We were going against the best rush defense in the league. We put up 100 yards rushing, and we beat them. Then we go against the Lions where we're supposed to win, and we go against like the worst running attack, and they gash us for like over 200 yards, and we lose.
We gotta cool it with the Detroit Lions talk, man. Our chat didn't get bombarded again. I love how passionate all the Detroit Lions fans are. I think they're so cool.
Yeah, I didn't know Detroit Lions fans were like passionate like that. So
they're super
big
passionate.
Shout out to you guys. I respect you guys a lot for that. Yeah. But I mean, that's the only reason. I don't have any X's and O's why we're gonna win this game, because everything on paper tells you that the Dolphins are gonna
should be
crushed.
Losing this game.
Yeah. Everything on paper, and if you look at the injuries and everything, they're going to get annihilated in this game. But we're gonna win. I don't know why. Like it's what we do. Like they are who we thought they were. You want to crown them, then crown them.
Oh my God!
Whereas like the Bears, who we thought they were.
Oh man!
But I'm gonna go with the Dolphins in prime time.
Oh baby, I'm
gonna do 28-17.
Your offense is crushed, but you're going to put up 28?
28-17 Dolphins. Jakeem Grant has a punt and or kick return for a touchdown. We got Drake with 150 all-purpose yards and a touchdown. And we got Brock Osweiler going for over 200 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Damn, my guy. I love it. It's like fan fiction. Please make it come true. But I will say I picked the Texans, and I guess the score I will give them I will also stick with 28, but I'll give you guys 21.
28-21?
28-21.
Texans?
Yep.
All right. That's it, man.
Okay.
All right, guys. That is the video. That was our Miami Dolphins, Houston Texans preview to the Thursday Night Football game. As always, drop a like in this video if you enjoyed what you saw. And always comment down below. Who do you think's going to win this game? Do you got fins up like Joey likes to do?
Or what the Texans do? Texans.
TTT Texans. It's like Texans. I don't know.
I don't know. That's the Longhorns thing. I don't know.
Yeah. You guys think Houston's going to win this game? Let us know in the comments down below, or the Dolphins.
Yeah, please.
If you're new here, subscribe. Or if you're watching this video, I see you watching. Just go on down there and hit that red subscribe button for me.
Hit that button, man. It's
just hit the button.
It's just 1 second, and then boom, you're a friend for life.
Yeah, guys, we are trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, hopefully by the end of next month.
Yeah,
we're trying to set a lofty goal for ourselves to get over 1,000 next month.
We're high shooters, man. We aim for the sky, baby.
All right, know-it-alls, that is the video. As always, we appreciate every single one of you guys. Thank you for watching. And that's it. Joe, you got anything for him?
Hey, man, I mean, it's a short week, but it's still going to be an exciting game, I think. I'm definitely going to tune in for it.
Absolutely. All right, guys, we will see you in tomorrow's video. Have a great day, and go Dolphins.
Peace out.